Kevin Acosta here for Pulso Sports, giving my post-match review to Inter Miami 3, New York City 2. A hard-fought game from both sides, but here are the starting lineups. New York City started in a 4-2-3-1. Defensively, they defended most often in a 4-4-2 formation. Meanwhile, Inter Miami was more in a 3-4-3. And like the game versus Montreal, Miami had much better spells of possession overall. Especially in the first half, they had at a certain point more possession than New York City. And they were really looking to target the space in between Acevedo and Chanot. Robert Taylor as a left wingback, his pace to try to get by them and open up space for Pozuelo to exploit. For Inter Miami's Brazilian midfield set the tempo off early, showing a lot of aggression in their tackles. Gregory and Mota did a good job switching off of Maxi Morales in the first half, not letting him turn too much, forcing New York City to play more out wide with Dallas Magno and Thiago Andrade. In the midfield, Miami keeps seeing the evolution of the midfield coming together. Duke, Mota, Pozuelo, especially Duke and Pozuelo have combined very well. Pozuelo challenging Sean Johnson in the first half before the goal, as well as Robert Taylor. Like it has been this whole season, Miami gives up a goal first, giving up a free kick on the edge of the box. Snow plays it back, Dallas Magno scores. 5 minutes later, good play by Duke to get the assist to Pozuelo in space to get Miami's first goal of the game. Around the 30th minute mark, New York had more possession of the ball. We're pushing Miami's center backs and defenders back into their box to defend in a low block. A lot of interplay between the two Moraleses, Rodriguez, Dallas Magno, almost making it look like they had a 5-man up front. And we're talking balls over the head of McVeigh and Lowe. McVeigh gradually grew into the game, was able to deal with it well, especially Lowe. Got 3 clearances, 2 block shots, and 4 interceptions. Damian Lowe is in the game and feeling it. Anticipation and reading of the game has really helped Miami out of a lot of situations here. The second goal for New York City came after a play that looked like a foul on Jean Mota. And Miami could not clear. Thiago Andrade scores it. Miami course corrected, especially in the first half. They still received a lot of pressure from New York. As you can see here, 34% of the game was played in Miami's half. Where Miami was really able to capitalize against New York City was on the right-hand side with the pace of DeAndre Yedlin. DeAndre Yedlin came out big against New York City on both sides of the field, covering Gibbs with a long spring back to win the ball. As a wingback on the right-hand side, creating opportunities. An overload on New York's right-hand side with Gregory stepping up and Duke going that side to assist too. It really helped with the substitutions and change in formation by Phil Neville to a back 4 to make it look more like a 4-2-3-1. That shifted the team from ball possession. They were suffering because they weren't having too much with New York holding control. More transition. Inclusion of Lassiter and Vasilev, which paid dividends in Lassiter getting the tying goal, the 2-2, with an assist from Gonzalo Higuain. Gonzalo Higuain was more quiet than usual. If you look at the passing network, not strong webs between him and his teammates. He had opportunities with beautiful passes from Pozuelo. Sean Johnson came up big against those. It came to the third goal by Pozuelo to win the game for Miami. You can see here, this is a perfect example of what Miami's been doing more often, pressing higher up the pitch. What Gregory does, Morales passes it back. Mistake and Pozuelo scores a winner for Miami. Pozuelo, whose impact cannot be denied, what he's brought into Miami. More of that pausa in the midfield has elevated the other midfielders around him. Phil Neville was talking about how he doesn't accept bad passes, and how he's being more of a mentor to Bryce Duke, who you can see the connection on the field. As well here with the man of the match. It just as easily could have been DeAndre Yedlin, Gregory, or Mota, who have had a lot more grit and won 13 duels this match against New York City. 30 duels, won all if we include all the midfielders. A clean transition from defense to attack for Miami, as well as Gregory giving more bite in the midfield. Gregory having a high 92.7% passing success rate. Their impact cannot be denied. It helped, as well as with Miami's center backs, keep them in the game with New York's pressure around the box. All in all, massive victory for Phil Neville's men, who gets their first win against New York City FC, especially at home. What you see from this Miami side is this never give up attitude that at times was lacking since their inception into the league. After the victory, sit currently in 7th place with 33 points. Next up for Miami is going to be Toronto FC, who won 3 out of the last 4 games. We'll see how Phil Neville's men deal with that challenge next.